This week on CWN, it is the last Saturday show for the seniors.
And our students have been very busy. I'm Kendall.
I'm Nathan, and today is Saturday, May 14th, 2022. And you're watching Calallen Wildcat News Weekly Review.
You know, Nathan, our seniors have been very, very busy, both of us, including, and, starting with the senior awards Thursday night.
Yeah, that was definitely kind of a realization moment whenever we were sitting there and we all got our packets and had our cords and everything in there. Just kind of realizing that we're walking the stage here this upcoming week and it's we're on our way out.
So close. We really are. And, just like I said, our seniors have been definitely getting really busy. However, so as one of our choir members, Wesley. Wesley Munoz is going to Texas A&M University Kingsville for music. Cipriana spoke to him about it to see what all he is willing to do to get to that point and what that means to him. Let's take a look.
Hi, my name is Cipriana, and today we're here with Wesley Munoz, and we have some hidden talent. So, Wesley, how long have you been playing piano?
I've been playing the piano for around 4.5 to 5 years, and I started playing piano when I was around 8th grade. Started on like a small keyboard and eventually worked my way up. But I don't know, it's a pretty awesome instrument, and I also play guitar as well.
Okay. And what inspires you to play?
A lot of my inspiration for playing piano comes from like just the stuff I have to go through emotionally, and like everyone does, but music is a really good way to get through it, and listening to music is also a good way for a lot of other people to get through their own music, and writing songs also helped.
Okay, well, good luck to you, and I wish you the best in your journey. Well, that's all from us. Now back to the studio.
Nathan, Wesley definitely has some talent. I could never do that. The way he was playing that piano, that was really, really cool.
Yeah, for sure. And, we've talked a lot about the ag competitions that I've been going on along with my team, and now it's finally over. It's been a good year. I'd like to say great job to my team and everything. So here's take it to Curtis with the final recap of the FFA Nationals.
Good morning, Wildcats. I'm here with Mr. F, and he just got back from Nationals up in Oklahoma, some home side judging. So, Mr. F, can you tell us a little bit about the conditions that y'all were judging in up there in Oklahoma?
It was raining. Been up there 3 times, and all 3 times it's been raining and tornado warnings. So it's just something we got to work through, and kids did great.
Right, and going up into this, it's a big deal. Nationals is definitely a really big deal. How are y'all kind of preparing for this going into the whole Nationals?
We actually did quite a bit of practicing even while we were up there. We spent 2 days practicing all day long, and of course before that we practiced quite a bit and try to get every scenario in and try to just be prepared.
Definitely. It's a big deal. You got to get the mind right, so that's also a big factor in this. So, Mason, going into this competition, you knew everything was going to be wet, everything was going to be moist. Y'all were under a tornado watch. How are you feeling going into this competition, getting your mind right, knowing what you were having to go against in this competition?
So, like you said, just getting your mind right. We knew it was going to be real wet and nasty outside, and it was just being mentally prepared for it. We worked really, really hard, and I'm really proud of my team. We went out there and did pretty well. I mean, 8th in the nation isn't too bad.
Definitely not too shabby. So, Nathan, after y'all kind of did y'all's thing out there down there in the pits, how are you feeling afterwards with your teams? Kind of how y'all did? Was there anything y'all thought y'all could have done better on, or just let us know about all that good stuff?
Well, we going into the contest, we felt that we could squeeze into the top 10. And we finished up and added up our scores and stuff off the officials, and we knew that as long as everything went right and we didn't have any Scantron errors from rain and weather conditions, that we could probably squeeze in that top 5, top 10 range. We ended up having a couple points dropped on the Scantron just from weather and stuff, but squeezed in top 10 in the nation, which not a lot of people can say that, I guess. So there's a lot of people that would love to be where we were that day, and it wasn't good for us. So then we just ended up waiting for the banquet. And we squeezed in that top 10, and it's pretty cool experience.
And BPA also attended Nationals recently due to one of the members advancing. Now that they're back, one of our own anchors and BPA members, Aaron, managed to catch an interview with BPA sponsor Mr. Rorick to give us more insight on how Nationals went. Let's take it over to them for more.
Good morning, Calallen Wildcats. I am here in Dallas, Texas for the BPA National Leadership Conference. I'm here with our advisor, Mr. Rorick. Mr. Rourke, I know that was a long trip up here. How are you feeling about this year's BPA National Leadership Conference?
I'm more excited than I've been in many years. I've been in this for 6 years now, and now we're seeing probably the greatest level of enthusiasm and support we've seen in a long time. We're here at the National Leadership Conference in Dallas, Texas. We're here at the beautiful Hilton Anatole Hotel. We're here with BPA representatives and advisors from all over the United States. And what's exciting about this is that it's the first in-person conference, national conference we've had in 2 years since the COVID pandemic. So it's a real exciting event.
On Wednesday night, we had like our little opening session. It was super cool to see all the lights and stuff. How excited were you to see from one of our people, not from Calallen, but our area West Deshaun Simmons, running for a very important position at the national level?
It's very exciting. I was very impressed just by the sheer number of people here, but also, with all these people, you'll walk down the halls or go somewhere and anywhere and still see somebody you know and be able to greet and talk to. And yes, one of our student in our region from West Oso High School, Deshaun Simmons, is running for national office. So we're here to support him and hope he gets elected.
I hope so too. How are you excited for next year's BPA?
More than ever. It just seems to get bigger and better every year. This is the first year we've had contestants at the national conference about 6 years. We've carried forward with us Mr. Shepard here, we're honored to have. Trista Johnson, Isabella Garcia, and Virginia Pickens are here. Isabella was here competing in the Advanced Spreadsheet Applications contest. We're awaiting her results, which we'll hear shortly. And the other 3 were alternates who were selected to come and participate and get involved in the various leadership events here at the conference. So we're real excited about that. We're real excited for the prospects of next year.
I am too. I know this was a super fun year. Jenny, Trista, and I's first year, and Isabella is just amazing at what she does. Also, shout out to Miss Cooley. She was also on this drive with us, and it's just been so much fun. I'm super excited for next year. Thank you so much, Mr. Rourke, for your time. That's all from here. Let's send it back to the studio.
Some of our other students have been traveling as well. Earlier this week, the drumline and cheerleaders took a short trip to Calallen East Elementary for their STAR testing. It was a pretty cool thing for them to do, and we got a video going over it. Let's check it out.
Good morning, Calallen Wildcats. I'm Aaron Shepard, and I know that our band just went to East. How was that?
Well, it was great. We just went over to East. We played at the 3rd grade STAR pep rally with the drumline.
How do you think the 3rd graders respond to just all the loud and exciting music?
Oh, they're pumped. They're ready to do their thing for the STAR test. It's great to kind of get on there and preach the kind of statement behind Calallen. Anything we do, we're going to do excellent.
That is super true. Is this your first time doing it with the band? Have you done it a couple of years now?
This is the first time in a while. We've done this pre-pandemic, but this is the first time kind of rebooting everything. So it was cool to see the kids are super excited, especially the youngsters. Like the kindergartners have never seen anything like this, so that's kind of cool for them to experience.
That is. Well, we hope all the 3rd graders do really well. Y'all played amazing. It was pretty awesome to watch. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck to our 3rd graders.
You know, Nathan, I'm so glad that we don't have to do any STAR tests anymore, or really any tests, because we're done.
And for those little kids taking their first standardized test, walking in and hearing the band playing and seeing the cheerleaders, probably gave them a pretty big boost of energy.
It probably made them really happy. And we have been doing the GP student reports for a while, and I really do have to say I've enjoyed seeing them, what our Wildcats are doing across the bridge.
And it's been nice having that little working relationship with the folks over there in GP, and I'm definitely going to miss that. But we'll be watching next week from As Has-Beens, I guess.
That's very true. I can't wait to see what's going on next week for them over there. But let's check out this week.
Hello, my name is Michael Dreisbach, and here's the latest that's been happening in GP. Recently, GP TV had the honor to live stream the Las Doñas de la Corte pageant hosted by the Buck Days Committee at the American Bank Center in Corpus Christi. Our journalism program recently had 2 students travel to Austin to compete in the UIL Journalism Academic State Meet held at the University of Texas campus. Mark Trevino placed 6th in the state in headline writing for Conference 5A.
Going into UIL journalism, I didn't really expect to go to state this year. I have like 2 more years ahead of me, so just getting there was enough for me.
Our GPHS art students traveled to San Marcos High School to compete and attend workshops at the state vase competition. This was the first year we have taken 9 students to state, and 4 of those 9 got all 4s, the highest rating in vase. Victoria Smith was one of these lucky 4.
It was the first time I'd ever gone to state, so getting that high of a score first time going was really great.
Art will also be hosting their end-of-year art exhibition featuring a collection of student artwork made throughout the year. Come check it out. And now, no sports. On Monday, the Houston Science Museum brought their Science on Wheels program to our school, where they gave demonstrations over Newton's laws of motions, renewable energy, and space. Results are in from our Ag District competition. We had 6 people place this year. Bella Rizzo managed to snag first place in the Ag Advocacy category, as well as take the Sentinel District Officer position for the 2022-2023 term. We can't wait to see what all she does to serve the Coastal Bend District and represent GPFFA at the district level this year.
Well, my biggest goal is to include a lot more people that don't have a traditional ag background.
Our prom was held on Saturday, May 7th, and everyone had a blast. Madeline Ward won the title of prom queen, and Christian Call won prom king.
Didn't expect it at all, but it's super exciting.
That's all we have for this week's GP Student Report. If you like what you saw, check out these 2 QR codes or the link below. Thanks for watching.
One of Calallen's beloved Spanish teachers, Mr. Cuellar, is retiring this year. We caught up with him about how he feels about it. Being his last year, let's check it out.
I'm Zach Davis from Calallen TV, and I'm here with Mr. Cuellar. So, Mr. Cuellar, how long have you been working at Calallen?
I have had the honor to be here for 6 years.
6 years?
Yes, sir.
That's impressive. What are you going to miss about Calallen?
I mostly will miss the students. There's such wonderful students here. They're all willing to learn. And I'll miss, of course, the faculty and the school, the community, everyone here, but mostly the students.
Thank you so much. That's it from us. Now back to the studio.
You know, Mr. Cuellar, he watches every single day for our regular shows that we put on at the school. And he's such a huge reporter. You know, I had him freshman year as my Spanish 1 teacher, and he was just amazing. He's so sweet.
Every school announcement we do in the morning and the Saturday shows as well, he watches. I actually owe being up here to Mr. Cuellar in some fashion because my freshman year I was not able to get into the class. But he made sure I left in plenty of time every day to come up here and film the show my freshman year. So if you're watching, thanks for all the Espanol and also for letting me come up here to Calallen TV every day.
And Dr. Hodgkiss' forensics class conducted a lab over dissections the other day, which did involve the students dissecting rats. So they're not in that class. Let's take it over to Cooper to give us a better look at what they did.
Hi, I'm here with Dr. Hotchkiss, who did a dissection lab with her forensics and anatomy classes. Why did y'all do those labs, and what did the students learn from you think?
Okay, so with forensics, we did a dissection lab with rats as an autopsy because we're in our final chapter of the class. With anatomy, we did just a full-on dissection so they could actually see all of the organs and glands that we've been talking about in each system of the body.
Well, I mean, they kind of smell bad. I don't know. Preservative, but I don't know. Do you think the students like dissecting rats? Where some, like, it's sort of gross, maybe?
Well, some of them took onto it, like, very well. I was very impressed, and I'm really actually very proud of all my classes. Some of them were a little wheezy. Some of them didn't want to eat for the rest of the day, but other than that, they had a good time. It was more exploratory for them, so it's fun for them.
Well, thanks, Dr. Hotchkiss. That's pretty interesting, dissecting bodies.
And what did you learn from this lab?
Well, with this being a forensics class, I ended up learning a lot about body decomposition, and so like in our rats, there was a big variation in the rats, and so some of the rats had more like bodily fluids left inside of them, while others were more decomposed and had less and were drier. Ours was more dry, so whenever we got to like the large intestine and the small intestine, they wouldn't unravel as easily. With the people across from us, they had more bodily fluids in them because they had been dead longer. So it really just shows how in forensics, whenever you have to like dig up a dead body or something like that, the body decomposition can be completely different based on how long it's been in there.
All right, well, thank you. And that's all from us. Now back to the studio.
Also occurring on the science branch of our school are CMA exams. Miss O's class is working on their final exam over becoming certified medical assistants. Let's take it to Cipriana for the rundown.
Hi, my name is Cyprian. I'm here with Mr. Robio. So this Thursday we take the certification for a medical assistant. What's the certification entail?
Okay, the certification entails the students sitting for 150 questions. They're given 2 hours to take this test online. Upon completion and, of course, passing it, they will be actually a certified medical assistant.
And you've had a 100% pass rate. What makes your students so successful?
The student themselves. It takes dedication in studying, they're practicing, they're recalling and learning, so the student is what's making it successful.
And how do you feel about this Thursday?
I feel very, very confident that these students will be certified as medical assistants, and very proud that our community will now have 11 certified medical assistants to be in the healthcare.
Well, thank you for your time, and that's all from us. Now back to the studio.
During the year, we started up the Future Focus Lunch and Learn events. Coordinators Mrs. Duke and Mrs. Richie Roy recognized the 3 students this year who had over 75% attendance for Lunch and Learn. They also have more information for us about Learn at Lunch and its background. Let's see who these students were and what other information they have for us.
My name is Robin Ritchie Roy. I'm with the Calallen Education Foundation, and I'm joined by Larissa Duke from the Calallen High School. Together this year, we worked on a program called the Future Focus Lunch and Learn. It started out with a group of students saying that they really would love to hear more about college and career and life skills. So working with Miss Duke, we came up with a list of topics and asked the students their favorite, prioritized them. And then every first and third Thursday of the month, we had a guest speaker come in and talk to our students during lunchtime. They had to give up their lunch period in order to come in. They got to eat while they were hearing the speaker, but a really big commitment on their part. So we today would like to recognize 3 students who attended more than 75% of our lunch and learns, obviously having a great bit of experience. Our first student is Destiny Sanchez, and I'll read the certificate. It's Certificate of Recognition presented to Destiny Sanchez for outstanding participation in the 21-22 Future Focus Lunch and Learn program with emphasis on college, career, and life skills, demonstrating commitment to self-development and learning. Come on, Destiny. Congratulations.
Very much appreciate it.
Please tell us, what was your favorite thing about the Lunch and Learn?
My favorite one was a lesson with Ms. Bozeman where she taught us how to put on a mortgage on a house and the competitive market that goes into selling a house and buying a house.
Is this a program that you felt was worth your time?
100% yes.
All right. Awesome. Thank you. Congratulations. All right. And now we want to recognize Diego Aldaba. Congratulations. Appreciate you. Tell us a little bit about your experience with the Lunch and Learn.
A little bit about the Lunch and Learn was it really broadened my horizon and understanding of a lot of the careers outside in the world, like agriculture, engineering, science, mortgages, just a whole bunch, and it really broadened my horizon there.
Awesome. Did you have a particular favorite speaker that you learned you feel like the most from?
I did like the engineering speaker. He really helped me understand mechanical and all this stuff, and it was just really opened my eyes.
Awesome. Do you think that you would continue coming to these in the future?
Oh, definitely, 110%.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate your support. Congratulations. And we also have a certificate for Vanessa Noyola. Okay, awesome. We just want to say thank you. Congratulations again to Destiny, Diego, and Vanessa, and have a great summer. Thanks.
And now let's take it to Aaron with the Renault Sports.
Thank you, Nathan. Good morning, Wildcats. Our spring sports have been doing amazing. Let's start it off with track. One of our girl track stars, Amber Gonzalez, was at the state track meet for the 300-meter hurdles. She ran this last Thursday. She ran very well, but fell just short of medaling. Congratulations to an amazing season to her and her coaches. Our baseball team has been playing stellar lately. The baseball team competed against Raymondville in the first round, where they dominated, sweeping the series with 2 shutouts, 4-0 and 8-0. This last Thursday and Friday, they played against Crystal City, where they won the first game, and we'll get those results from last night's game next week. The softball team has been killing it on the diamond, competing in their second playoff series against Pearsall, sweeping them in 2 games, 11-0 and 13-3. They are competing with Honda in the third round of the playoffs. They played a game last night, and they are playing today. We will get those results to you next week. And that's the latest on Calallen Sports. Let's send it back to the anchors.
Nathan, as we're getting into the spring and slowly into summer, we don't get as much sports as what we once did in the winter in January and February. But it is cool to see, track's still going on.
And we saw some teams that are still, full steam ahead, baseball and softball, so best of luck to them. Now let's go ahead and check out what Jolie has to say about the weather. What's in store for us today, Jolie?
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Today's weather is brought to you by Sonic, America's Drive-In. Outside it is 80 degrees with a 3% chance of rain and those southeast winds blowing at 11 miles per hour with partly cloudy skies. As our day continues, we are ranging in the high 80s, low 90s, dropping to the low 80s at nightfall. Minimal chances of rain all day, and those southeast winds continue to blow, averaging about 15 miles per hour. Looking into Sunday, our temperatures have a high of 94 degrees with no chance of rain, and those southeast winds blowing at 14, so fairly consistent. There are 6 days until graduation. Congratulations to all of the seniors. So let's send it back to the anchors. Thank you, Jolie. It's 6 days. 6 more days until we're completely done.
And that's what I have for today, but now it's time for your joke of the day. So, guys, why are stars bad at staring contest?
I don't know, Nathan, why?
Because they're always blinking.
And for all of you social people out there, make sure you are following us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Calallen TV for all of the latest updates. You can also subscribe to us on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos.
And from us seniors up here, I guess thanks for letting us hang out in your living rooms and stuff the past year and a half.
And restaurants, gyms.
Yeah, and everywhere. It's been pretty cool letting us kids get on TV for a little bit. And so,
I'm definitely going to miss it.
Yeah, thank you all.
Shepard, you still get next year. Congratulations.
Anyone else have anything to say?
For the last time for the Saturday show.
Yeah, well, I guess for the final time from my mouth, as always,
stay classy, Calallen.